Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be tier ranking NFL wide receivers. So the tiers we have for this one are a little bit different than the tiers we had for the NFL quarterback tier ranking. So we have the S tier, which is the best tier, then we have the A tier, the B tier, the C tier, the D tier, and the F tier. There are so many wide receivers on this list, so let's just get into it because this might take a long time. Okay, so let's start this video out with Amari Cooper, who just got paid, and I don't think he was overpaid. He had a really good season last year. He's really that number one wide receiver in Dallas, so I'm going to put him in the A tier. Moving on, let's go with another Dallas guy here, Michael Gallup. He's a good wide receiver too. I'm going to put him in the C tier for right now, but I do think he is a good wide receiver. I'm going to put Tyreek Hill in, I don't know if I should do the A or the S. I'm going to go with the S. You know, they won the Super Bowl. He's extremely fast. I don't know. We're going to put him in the S tier. He's been really good in Kansas City, so yeah, I'm going to put him in the S tier, I guess. I don't know. That might be a little high for him, but whatever. We're going to roll with it. But a guy who definitely deserves to be in the S tier is DeAndre Hopkins. For sure, newest Arizona Cardinal wide receiver. T.Y. Hilton, this is an interesting one. I'm going to put him in the A tier because when he's healthy, he's that number one wide receiver and he's really good. They have Phillip Rivers coming in to Indianapolis, so I think they could hopefully be a good duo and he could really have a good season. So I'm going to put him in that A tier. That might seem a little high for him right now, but I think he can return to that really strong form with Phillip Rivers. Let's go John Ross here. I'm going to put him in the, I don't know, C or B. C or B. I'm going to put him in the B. I don't know. Let's put him in the B. Let's put him in the B. I don't know. That might be high. Whoa. I don't know. That might be a high ranking for him. But let's just put him in the B for now. A guy who I think is definitely a B tier is Larry Fitzgerald. So Larry Fitzgerald obviously has had a great career. Like I did with the quarterback tier rankings, this is based off where their careers are right now. So it's not his whole career. It's kind of like how he played last season, what's going on going into this season. He's still a really decent wide receiver, so I'm going to put him as the B tier. Let's go with Jarvis Landry. I don't know. I don't know how much the difference is between the A tier and the B tier. Cleveland didn't have a good season last year, and I kind of want to put him in the B tier, but I don't know. I'm going to put him in the A tier. He's a good wide receiver. They just didn't have a good year last year. Courtland Sutton had a good year. I'm going to put him in the B or C. I'm going to put him in the C tier for now. I mean, he's young, but we're just going to put him in the C tier for now. Moving on. Sammy Watkins. I think Sammy Watkins is kind of underrated in Kansas City because they have so many guys there, like Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. But I'm going to put him in the B tier. I think he could really be in the A tier if he was on another team almost, if that makes sense. Let's go with Keenan Allen here. He's an A tier guy, number one wideout. I wonder what's going to happen to his production since Phillip Rivers is going to be there, but I don't think he's going to decline, if you know what I'm saying. Christian Kirk, young wide receiver. I don't know. I'm going to put him in the D tier for right now. We have Allen Hurns, who can also go in the D tier. Deshaun Hamilton. He had some good plays last year. He had some good games. I don't know. Maybe C tier. Maybe D. I'll put him in D tier for now because I think Courtland Sutton is better than him, but he's definitely a high D tier guy. Devontae Adams, definitely an S tier. Devin Funchess is kind of I don't know, D tier? I don't know, maybe that's a little low for him. Is this Marquise Lee? I honestly didn't know he was still in the Jaguars, but we're going to put him in the F tier. Sorry, someone had to be the first one to go into the F tier. Let's go with Julian Edelman. This is interesting because Brady is no longer in New England. He's an A or a B tier, but I'm going to put him in B tier for now. I don't know. Julio Jones, S tier. Stephon Diggs is an A tier. He's a solid A tier. He's not at that S tier yet, but he's a solid A tier. N'Keal Harry, he didn't play much last year, really didn't produce, but we'll see what happens when he's healthy this year. So I'm going to put him in the D tier just because he's young and has a lot of potential. He was a rookie last year. Will Fuller, I think, is in the C tier. Cooper Kupp had another 1,000-yard season last year. I'm going to put him in the A tier, and I'm going to put Robert Woods in the A tier with him as well. They're a really good duo. This I think this is Travis Benjamin. Oh, no, I don't know. F tier. He didn't really play well last year. Odell Beckham Jr., I'm going to put him in the A tier. He really didn't play like he did with the Giants last year in Cleveland, but that is, again, because they had a bad year last year. D.D. Westbrook, I'll put him in the C tier. Mike Williams can also go in the C tier. He's a good wide receiver number 2. Devontae Parker had a breakout year last year. I'm going to put him in the B tier right now. If he plays again next year, I think he could be put in the A tier, but last year was really his breakout year. Brandon Cooks, I'm going to put him in the C tier. He's kind of had to deal with some injuries. He's now on the Texans, obviously. Kenny Stills can also go in that C tier. Adam Thielen, he's an S tier guy. I really believe Adam Thielen is an S tier guy. Golden Tate is actually pretty good. I'm a Giants fan, and I wasn't really sure why they signed him because he's kind of an older wide receiver, but he played really well last year, so I'm going to put him into the B tier. And I'm going to put Sterling Shepard in this B tier as well. Quincy Anunya, I don't think he really played much last year. If he played at all, I know he was battling an injury. I'm going to put him in the D tier. Is this Cameron Meredith? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to put him in the F tier. Sorry. This is Valdez Scantling. I'm going to put him in the D tier. Mike Thomas, S tier. Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin had a pretty good year. I'm going to put him in the A tier. For sure. I feel like I'm putting too many guys in the S tier, but that's okay. We're going to put Mike Evans in the S tier. Maybe this is like going to be like the top 10 guys. I don't really know. A.J. Brown, rookie, who played really well. He definitely deserves to be in the A tier. Over 1,000 yards. Really good season, especially for a rookie. Robbie Anderson, I'm going to put him in the C tier. He's on the Panthers now. I don't know who this is right here in the Chargers uniform. I can't see his number. I just can't tell. Nelson Aguilar is going in the D tier. So is Deshaun Jackson, and so is Alshon Jeffrey. You might be like, oh, that's your Giants fan bias. No, it's not. The Eagles wide receivers were so bad last year, and you Eagles fans know that. You guys need to draft a wide receiver in that first round. You might need to even trade up to draft a wide receiver. Juju I'm putting in the A tier. I really think he's going to have a great season this year. He dealt with an injury last year. I know people are saying, can he be that wide receiver 1? I think so. So we're putting Juju in the A tier. AJ Green. This is interesting because he didn't really play last year. Injured, but I don't know. We'll put him in the B tier for now. We'll put him in the B tier. We know he's a good wide receiver. Dante Pettis. I don't know. He really didn't produce. I want to put him in the F tier. Calvin Ridley. We'll put him in the C tier. Tyler Lockett can go in the B tier. Corey Davis Jr. can go also in the B tier. Oh my gosh, this is going to be too big. Whatever. There's so many wide receivers here. Okay. Let's keep going. We'll scroll down a little bit. Willie Snead can go in the F tier. He really didn't do much in Baltimore. Antonio Brown, I don't even know where to put him because who knows. I don't think he's going to get signed. I was going to say who knows if he's going to get signed. I don't think he's going to be signed. We'll put him in the F tier because he's on here. Marvin Jones Jr. Decent wide receiver. I'll put him in the C tier. He's not that number 1 option, though. Kenny Galladay can go in the B tier. He had some really good games. DK Metcalf, B tier. Taylor Gabriel, D tier. Who else do we got here? Deebo Samuel. He can go in the C tier. I'm going to put him in the C tier. Decent rookie year. Who is this? Is this Paul Richardson? Is it? I don't even remember him playing last year. I think he might have been hurt. Hogan, I'm going to put in the F tier. Then we got DJ Moore. I had him on fantasy. He was pretty good. I'll put him in the B tier, but he's a high B tier guy. Cole Beasley, low-key had a pretty good season. I'll put him in the B tier as well. Zay Jones this is Zay Jones, right? He's on the Raiders now. I don't think he did much. I'm going to put him in the D tier. He's still pretty young. Josh Doxson. He's definitely not on the Redskins anymore. I think he might be on the Vikings maybe. Don't quote me on that. Put him in the F tier though. Danny Amendola. He's a C tier guy. Then we got, who should we go with next here? Albert Wilson. I'll put him in the D tier. Jamison Crowder. C tier. I'm kind of like guessing at this point. Philip Rivers, whoa. Philip Dorsett, D tier. Terry McLaurin had a pretty good rookie year, especially with the uncertainty that was going on down in Washington. So I'm going to put him in the B tier. He had a really good rookie year. Curtis Samuel, he's a decent wide receiver. He can go in the C tier. Tyler Boyd, I think Tyler Boyd, B tier. He's a B tier guy, right? Let's check our list. Let's see how it's looking. This is how it's looking, by the way. I know you guys really can't see the full thing, but there's just too many wide receivers to rank. I'm sorry. DJ Chark, I'll put him C tier as well. Randall Cobb is like a D tier guy. I'm kind of not really explaining it because I don't want this video to take a half hour, but yeah, Anthony Miller, I like D tier. This is James Washington, right? He had some decent games. I think he's like a C tier guy. This is John Brown, another decent wide receiver. C tier, but high C tier. This is Sanil. B tier. I think B tier might be a little high for him. Then we have Emmanuel Sanders. He is a B tier, maybe A tier, no, B tier. We're gonna put him in the B tier. We got Darius Slayton. He was really good for the Giants. He had a handful of touchdowns. I'm gonna put him in the C tier for now, but he was really good. He's super fast, and yeah, he was pretty good. We got Hollywood Brown here. He had some really good games and then some games he disappeared in. I'm gonna put him in the D tier for right now. But I think him and Lamar should be a great duo. I really don't know who this is in the Chargers uniform. I can't see their number. It looks like 12, but Travis Benjamin was 12. I don't know. But let's see. Our last player here, that is Allen Robinson. And Allen Robinson I'm going to put in the B tier. I mean, he does have Mitchell Trubisky throwing to him, so you know. You know. Alright guys, this is a breakdown. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the S tier, so that's not bad. I thought I was putting too many in, but I think that's a decent list for the S tier. Then we got the A tier, which is decent. Then we got the B tier. We got a lot of guys in the B tier, most guys in the B tier. That's what I think is like the average from my quarterback tier ranking. That's the comparison there. Then we got the C tier, which is like a lot of wide receiver 2s, some wide receiver 3s, some young guys who had some good games. Then we have the D tier, you know, wide receiver 3, some other young guys who needed to play some more games, I guess. Then we have the F tier, you know, guys that didn't produce really, and Antonio Brown. Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. Make sure to drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.